Hello and welcome to Hell Yeah, Wrath of the Dead Rabbit. I am your host, Killer Rhubarb. This game was released in 2012 by Akita Studios, published by Sega. It's a really cool action platformer. Let's check it out. So yes, Hell Yeah. As you probably saw, the story of this game is about us having sex with ducks. Yeah, ducks. Anyway. And 100 monsters saw the pictures on the internet, so we've got to go and kill them all. This is a little bit of platforming tutorial level, where we can find out the main problem of this game, the controls. The controls are really floaty, and it's the main reason I missed some of these jumps, and also because they suck, but mostly because the controls are floaty. Anyway, what we're clicking right now is currency. As you can see, it's going into our loot crate over there. We met our tutorialist, Nesta. He's going to teach us how to zoom, a skill I use approximately once this whole LP. It's not very useful. It can show you some secret areas sometimes, but I don't think it's worth it. Another reason why people complain about this game is the humour. As you can tell, it's making fun of the fact that, like, the princess is naked and there's butts on the ground that fart every time you jump on them. It's a bit crude humour. And also some of the written jokes are a bit English and friendly because this game was made entirely by a French developer. It was also Akito's last game. This game didn't sell very well, and they were forced to shut up shop. Though they didn't go bankrupt, and they're still planning on making more games. Anyway, we get our weapon here. The very first weapon of the game, and the main one, the jetpack. If you haven't guessed already, this is an action platformer. It was actually based on a game that was inspired by Dig Dug. So, when they originally do prototypes, they just wanted a straight digging game. Unfortunately, that didn't really interest the publishers, so we got this instead, which is much more awesome. Anyway, we're killing our first monster, Poipo. And once you've finished damaging the health bar of the monster, you have to do these pretty cool mini games afterwards. And once every monster is killed, they get added to your monster index. I'll be posting it in a thread later on, so you can look at all the monsters and their two names and their interests and stuff like that. Bit of a monster Facebook. Anyway, here we're coming up to our next monster. Basically, all this is teaching us how to play the game. None of these monsters are particularly hard. All these minigames are basically variations of a theme. You either mash space or press space at certain times, or answer a question, which we'll be seeing later. It's not particularly challenging, but it is different and fun. This game has a lot of unique elements that I've never seen in a action platformer before. Also, something I haven't mentioned yet is the fact that the art is particularly beautiful, merging that cartoon style aesthetic with blood and guts. Also, the environments are really cool with neon colours. Everything stands out. The background doesn't really. The background definitely stands out from the foreground, so that you can't get confused. Everything's super easy to see. Now, a lot of the reason why I like to play this game, and a lot of the reason why I think it's interesting is because it didn't sell very well at all, and didn't get a lot of good reviews. A lot of the reviews range from a score of 2 to a score of 10, so there's quite a big difference there. A lot of the critics said that the game had really bad humor, which I mentioned before, really bad controls, and they said that the gameplay was hackneyed or uninteresting. I disagree. I think the first two criticisms are really good, but I actually think that are very truthful, but I honestly think that the gameplay is awesome. It breaks up what is normally classified as action platformer tropes, and it gives us something new and interesting. There's our boss still, by the way. We need to kill 6 monsters to do that.
That's right.
Also, the music is amazing, and you can hear it for free. You can download the entire ST for free. I'll link that. An interesting thing that you might want to check out as I visit the shop here and buy the missiles and every single skin. By the way, if you like a skin that you see on this page and you want to see me wear it, I'll wear it for you. Right now I'm wearing the Dead Baron hat and using the axes as my weapon skin. Anyway, as I was saying, as I visit one of my favourite killing screens today, is that one thing you might find interesting is that the developer actually released a post-mortem on this game, which I'll be linking in the thread as well, which you can read to your heart's content. Basically, it goes on about how this game failed and how, as a small indie developer, you shouldn't. You should know what you're doing when working with big publishers. Anyway, I died on purpose there because this jump's really hard, and I would probably fail it if I was going to do it on that amount of life. But we managed to make it across with just an inch there. Believe it or not, between me dying and coming out of the grave, I accrued a total of 5 deaths. The majority of that was failing the jumps, but also because of these red rocks in the walls here. They like to fall on you and crush you if you dig directly below them. So don't do that. Also, what we just visited was a secret area. Every single stage has one. I actually didn't realise it was there, and well, I'd forgotten it was there until I accidentally jumped into it. So I'm thanking the terrible controls for this. By the way, the average lifetime of Dead Rabbit is WTF, just in case you wanted to know. Sometimes I love the animations in this game, and the music is stellar. Anyway, we're on our way to fight the boss. Beat the living shit out of him. Oh, by the way, this is Fontaine. She's always gushing for us. The longer we stay underneath her blood, the more we get healed. You actually can't leave until you've been fully healed. So, if you're speedrunning this game, the best thing to do is not get hit. Because some Fontaines are pretty hard to dodge. Anyway, here we are on our first boss. It's Fugoga. I actually find the first stage of Fugoga to be the hardest. He's very hard to dodge, because he kind of sticks to the walls and he's hard to jump over as well. So, just in case you didn't get the story, we're try to kill these 100 monsters to get our pictures back, and to kill the ones that have seen the pictures of us having sex with ducks. Dying is actually not a problem, because every single time one of the save pictures come up, it's basically a checkpoint, so we're in no real trouble. As you can see what I mean by the fact that he's pretty tough here, although I didn't directly walk into him there. It's hard to dodge when he gets close to you. But that's the first stage done. We're on the second stage. This stage would be the hardest if it weren't for these blocks here. As such, and this ridge in the middle, as such they provide protection from basically everything Go throws it up. And these balls are slow moving, that we can just do something like that and completely dodge them. And that's the second stage done. The third stage is a bit unique in that it gives us these cannons that we can use. They melt away at his health, as you can see here. And I'll continue to use them if Fugogia didn't get in the way of that cannon and didn't want to walk onto the side of the screen to get to the other cannon. But this stage is pretty easy too. He spits out these slow moving projectiles which you can very easily avoid. And we're done. We get this lovely exploding picture. Reminds me somewhat of SpongeBob. And we find out who the real bad guys in this game is. But we won't be introduced to them until later. Anyway, here's the exit, but they've got a couple more coins left to collect down this way. I like to make extra sure that I'm getting as much money as possible because I spend the majority of it on skins. I do love customization. Anyway, we're going down to the next level now, so thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. I have been